I'm Guy Millington. Coming at the Ridgeview staff. For those of you that know me, great. For those that don't know me, I am the PE health teacher here at Ridgeview High School in Redmond, Oregon. I want to talk about a certain character trait that I really try to instill in my players, my students, and my own children. As a parent, I want my students to be my kids doing as much as they can, extracurricular-wise, sports-wise. I think it's good for them. I want my students doing as much as they can to be involved with the school. I want them seeing long-term goals down the road and the success they can have with what it means to work hard. As a coach, I want to see these kids grow into young men and women. I want to see them become the best they can be. We're not going to win every game. We are going to fail. We are going to stumble. But how do we respond? How do we come back from that? When they're done with my program, are they someone that is, boom, busting out of there and ready to take on the world? There's a character trait called grit. Grit is the perseverance and passion for long-term goals. And there's Angela Duckworth is a professor at the University of Pennsylvania, and she has come up with this grit scale to measure grit in certain individuals. It has been tested, tried and true. It has been validated by researchers. A couple of huge ones they've done is the West Point Challenge, where they found out that grit was the overall candidate above SAT scores and intelligence to keep kids, the cadets that went through West Point and were committed to staying. The National Spelling Bee was another really large national survey they did, and found out that just putting your nose to the grindstone, that not the fun way to study, but the tough one, just getting your nose down, studying, boom, 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 was what made them successful and move on. My hypothesis is that athletes at school involved in sports do have a higher rating of grit than your non-athletes. The sample I want to use here at Ridgeview, it's a convenience sample. I'm going to use the kids here. I'm trying to use the entire school, 800 students, and it's not going to affect our instructional time. I'm asking you as teachers to help me administer the test, the survey, and how it's going to work is this. I'm going to have you all experience it for yourself in a staff meeting on a Tuesday in December right before Christmas break. It's going to be on a Wednesday where we have a funny schedule anyway. I've already talked to Mr. Loving. We're going to adjust the times. And so the end of third period, we are going to have an extra 20-minute block. That extra 20-minute block is for you to give the survey. You're going to give the survey. We're going to get the analysis back. And with that data, I'm going to see if we have a higher percentage of athletes with a bigger percent of grit. From the report card I get, or the record sheet that I get, we'll be able to take that data even further and see if girls and boys, pin them against each other. We can put multi-sport athletes versus single-sport athletes, seeing if multi-sports have it. It's a great technique. It's all going to be on a PowerPoint. It's going to be presented to you the day before. You're going to have 20 minutes of uninterrupted time to administer the test. I'll have people come and pick it up from your classroom, and it should be a great experience. Real quick, I'd just like to thank Travis, Heather, and Todd, and Chris for doing such an amazing job of getting me through this class this summer. I'd like to thank Hillary for expanding my eyes into this whole new world of research. I want to leave you with one thought: the tortoise and the hare. The tortoise, he's the one that has grit. He's the one that sees a long-term goal. He's slow and steady. He gets his job done. He's not a flash in the pants, and then he's done. So with that, thinking grit, you see it behind me. Let's get it done, and we'll do this survey. And I look forward to having a great year with all of you. Thanks out.